Hello, this is Michele Knight. Welcome to your weekly astrology. This week we have big, intense astrological news as we have the solar eclipse in Cancer. We also have Mercury retrograde. No, I hear you cry. But there's really good news as we have the North Node and the Sun delivering us a message about our future. Here's your weekly astrology. Virgo, the world is changing. There are big shifts coming up. And if you think back in the past 6 months, what's changed for you, particularly in terms of your friendships, who you collaborate with, your belief system, has there been a fundamental shift in that energy? This week, we're hitting a big peak with the solar eclipse, transforming and ultimately, not this week, but ultimately revealing where you're going in terms of what you want to put out there in the world, also in terms of what you manifest, what beliefs and what your belief system is manifesting in your own personal life. You are thinking differently and hopefully you're believing that you can transform your life, but you are in the process of doing that. One thing to watch out for is if you meet any new friends this week, just to make sure that they are the real deal. Because anybody we meet this week, we're not going to really know their motivations or what our connection to them is about until later on. You may decide also that you can't handle some of your friends, the way that they present themselves to the world, what they're saying to the world. It's suddenly important for you to feel connected to people that have the same values as you and people that are growing and evolving and changing and working with love in some way. So you are going through a profound shift, but of course, you're not necessarily feeling quite yourself. We have Venus going retrograde, but more importantly for you, we have Mercury, your ruler, going retrograde. So you're like, rah! And it's in your career zone. Obviously, a lot of people are feeling a bit about their career, particularly as now, well, I don't know about in your country, but in England, we're starting to open up, more things are starting to shift. And it's like, where am I now? What has these past few months meant? But you are being given a beautiful gift from the universe with the Sun and the North Node dropping down some really important information for you about where you're going when it comes to your career. Now, Mercury is going retrograde in your friend zone, your collaboration zone. So there's all these issues about, you know, your belief system and who you're working with if you work with groups of people. But the good news is that the North Node and the Sun are shining a bright light on your future and all the potential when it comes to your career. So you've got to hold that in your heart and look out for glimpses of that. But also really pay attention to what people are saying, believing, putting out there in the world. And you might also be thinking about what you've put out there in the world and how you feel about that now, because you're going through a massive soul growth spurt. You're changing, you're transforming, you're letting go of things. And this week, we are fully planted in the process. So there might be extreme feelings and reactions as we're going through this birthing process, but ultimately you're coming out of it with much more opportunity, wonder and magic in the air. Let's see what the tarot has to say. If you're not into tarot, I'll see you next week. If you are, you can use this symbolically. You know, it's interesting to see what comes up. Okay, Virgo. Yeah, baby, you got the Sun. There should be at least joyful moments. And maybe this is a message to reiterate to you, to say to you, it's really important that you listen to any messages about your career and your reputation and be optimistic about what is to come. There's a playfulness in the air and also victory. So whatever you're fretting about, whatever you're worrying about, victory is possible. Of course, this week we feel like we're going through the darkness with that intense eclipse, but look, these are great cards. So I'm actually going to leave it there because that's how good they are. You got the Sun, you got the victory card, and you've got strength. You know, you are far stronger than you know. You are protected at this time and you will triumph. Take care, gorgeous. Come visit me on Instagram at Michele Knight. I'll send you so much love. Hi, gorgeous. Before you go, check out my new film on my fabulous psychics. A lot of people ask me for readings. I don't do them anymore, but for over 20 years, I've had an award-winning team of psychics that I truly handpick. So check out the film, let me know what you think.
purpose of a reading, I feel, is very much to inspire people and to empower people.
It's about hope. It's about guidance.
Using a phone or being with you, it will be the same because the matter is spiritual.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them. So it was a psychic reading.
I don't remember the readings right after because it's not myself giving that, it's actually coming from spirit.
And it is a bit like a three-way conversation. I've got the person on the phone, I've got me, and I've got another voice that's telling me things.
I even shock myself, things that I come up with, and I think, how did I get that?
I'm channeling messages only for one purpose, to help people.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.
My priority is to connect to your truth and have the best life that you can have.
I think in my readings people feel a sense of a safe space where they can really be themselves, let go.
You need a feeling of being understood because reading should be empowering.
I will make sure when the reading is finished that you're happy with everything.
I couldn't do anything else. It's part of who I am. It's what I came here for, obviously.
And when they come back and tell you they've got their dream job or the love of their life, that really makes me feel like I'm valued.
I love to hear a sigh of relief. A lot of weight has been lifted off their shoulders.
We have the answers that we are looking for within ourselves. I know I have the tools to help you.
Everything begins and ends with you.